Hi Divas! I want to show you something I'm making with the girls, and I want to show you how I'm processing it. I was going to do these little pots. I have 12 pots that I got from Discount School Supply. I'll put the link down below. I'm going to make these as Mother's Day gifts. I had stickers that I diamond painted, and basically I'm just going to put a flower sticker on here, one that fits, and I'm going to polyacrylic it just the way it is. Now I could have painted the pot. It's nice and slick on the inside, but what I'm going to do is get some potting soil and get a little marigold or some kind of plant that I can put in here and give it to my relatives for either Mother's Day or Easter, probably Easter, something like that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with these. I was going to do it with the girls, but I'm not going to. Because I need the polyacrylic and all that kind of stuff, and they would need to do another sticker, and it takes them the whole hour to do a whole sticker, so it just would take. They already have a project for the last 2 classes, and a couple of them are doing this project. This is a book of mosaics. I saw this on another channel. It's a color by number mystery mosaic, and this is what they look like. Now you need the 3x3 squares, which are a little bit bigger than your drill size, but not so big that it's, you know, huge. I have the other book there, but now these would be too big. It gives you some color examples on the bottom. There's only like 6 or 7 or 8 colors to each one. This is bigger than a 3x3, so I haven't been using this, but I wanted you to see what the mosaics kind of look like. They do have really thick black squares. So what I did was I colored it with colored pencils ahead of time. And then you get sheets, and that's what's underneath here. I'll show you that in a second. Then you get sheets of double-sided tape that are 8.5 by 11, and I will link all that down below. And I got some cardstock, and first after I tore the page out of there, I used a tape runner. Do I have it here? No, I do not. I used a tape runner and stuck it in the center of the 8.5 by 11 page. Now, of course, the mosaic page is bordered by a dark black line, and that's what I cut on. To, you know, when you rip it out of the page and all that other stuff, you've got all this extra stuff, excuse me, along the side. So I got rid of all that. So now, then I peeled off one side of the double-sided tape cover and gently lined it up and laid it over top of the mosaic. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel back the top and show you what it looks like. And now the sticky is transferred to the colored page. This is your guide sheet. These are your sheets that you can put on top. Now I put some kind of scribble on the top so that I know. I'm going to cut it in pieces, so I put a big mark around it so that I know which side goes down against it and which side remains up. I'm going to cut this in 4 pieces because I'm going to replace it. I'm going to replace it that way. I'm not going to do all 4 sections at one time. So, excuse me, I've got this frog in my throat. So now I have 4 distinct pieces that I can lay down and cover my diamond painting as I'm working on it. This is what I'm teaching the girls to do. A couple of them went and got their own diamond paintings off of Amazon and are now doing them at home, which is really fun. Alright, I didn't line them up super well here, but, you know, it'll work. So now I have my covers. But what I want to do, this is a great spare drill project. Okay, I'm going to peel the covers up again just to show you how I'm doing it. Now, I have a lot of spare drills that come from kits that don't have any DMC color numbers on it. I have bags of them. So what I'm going to do is use them to fill in this. Now, if you hold on for a second, I'll go get my wax and pen, and I can get started on this with you here. Alright, I just have a little Diamond Art Club wax in here left. I have my little boat, and I have a pen. Okay, I'm going to make sure my pen's loaded. I think it's still good. Now I've got to figure out which one. Let me do the white, since the white is in here. And basically, that's just about all you do. You just have to be sure that you have enough of one color to put where, you know, where it's supposed to be. Now I know I have enough of white that I don't have to worry about the shades of white, but there's gray in here, there's purple, yellow, red, orange, just basic colors. Now you can pick out your colors ahead of time, or you can go to whatever stash. I think this is a great way to use up your extra diamonds, a great way to get your kids involved. And I want to show you what it looks like. It won't be as tight as normal, because this is a 3x3 and your round drills are not quite 3x3. But if you are teaching a youngster how to diamond paint, they can't go wrong because the squares are so big, they're going to be able to hit it pretty easily. See what I'm saying? I'll get you in closer as I'm working on here. Okay, let me get you in. See? See how I'm getting into the... It's pretty easy to get right in to the center of a bigger block. Now you're still going to see the black lines, but coloring it in first, you see more of the potential color underneath it. Just moving that more to the center. You know what I mean? The color it's supposed to be, you've already colored underneath it. So you will see that around your drill. Ooh, they're sticky. Oh my goodness. If you get them in the wrong place. They want to move, man. You might want to have a tweezers ready. You might want to have a tweezers ready in case they are disobedient here. But so far, that's very sticky and it works. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to show you, I wanted to do this with you so that when I do it with the kids, I've already had this done. Okay, so this is the white. I'm going to get the white done, and I'm going to start maybe one of the gray colors or the green, the dark green in between here. And remember when you're coloring these to only use colored pencils or you know, you can paint it with watercolor if you want to, but I'm not sure the page will hold up for that. Just don't use crayons or pastels, because then the crummies, you know, you get little pieces of wax, the crayon and all that kind of stuff, that will come off onto your painting. And that way the glue will not stick, your double-sided glue page will not stick to it correctly. So that's my advice on that. I am going to cut to being finished with the white and starting one of the other colors after this. Okay, maybe I'll speed it up a bit. And one more thing, if you're doing it this way, you can't use a multi-placer. You have to put them on one by one because they won't match up. They won't match up with the way we normally do it, because this is a 4-placer and it'll put 4 in the grouping of 3 here because you have too much room. I just wanted to make sure you knew that you don't multi-place. Also, I mean, you could use your leftover gems. You don't have to use the regular drills. You can use your leftover gems as well. Just want to show you what I accomplished in a few hours. You'll note some tonal differences in some of the oops, this one came up. You'll notice some tonal differences. I didn't have enough of one shade, but I was able to use 2 shades that were close. And down in the green here, I went from light to dark at the bottom. So that's a little bit different, as you can see there. I did that with the blue. There are like 3 shades of blue in there, although they're very, very similar. And I did that with the purple, using the lighter purple over here and going to the dark purple here, and finishing with the dark at the bottom corner. The next, I'm going to try to do the pink and the orange and the yellow. Maybe the yellow first, I'm not sure, depending on what I have. But it does take a few hours, but you can see how it's going to make a nice little painting when it's done. And I'm doing it all with spare diamonds, which is kind of fun. It's great to teach a child how to do some diamond painting. Alright, I'll come back when it's all finished. Well, here is the finished product. Isn't it cute? Yes, you can see some of the lines in between it, but it's not that bad, I don't think. For kids learning how to do it, this is a great way, a great economical way of letting your kid play around with diamond painting. And you know what? All it will cost you is the book of mosaics, which is, what, like $7 or $8 on Amazon, something less than that probably. It really won't cost you much, and you can teach them about color. You can teach them about how to do light and dark with the same crayon. You can teach them about reusing stuff. Well, it will cost you a little bit for the double-sided tape sheets. And I will try to link all that stuff down below where I got mine. I think I got everything on Amazon. And I will link it to my Amazon page. That being said, I hope you like the project. I think it's fun. I think the kids will really like doing it. And I think it's a cute little project for spring. At least this one is. I'm going to put it up in my kids' classroom, in the Boys and Girls Club classroom, as part of the spring decorations, just for fun. I'm going to show it to them on Monday. All right. I hope you've liked this. I hope that you have learned something new. I'm going to be doing more Will It Diamond Paint or Will It Bling in the future. What else can I bling with my spare projects and make them useful projects, not just things you sit on the wall. I have a whole bunch of stuff sitting here to do, so stay tuned for more Will It Bling projects. Alright, bye everybody. Talk to you soon.